Yeah, we are less than a month away from National Signing Day. We will certainly see a lot of the ramifications of what's happened this football season. And outside of that one pocket of excitement with Tyler Van Dyke and a number of young players getting playing time and stringing together some good wins against NC State and Pitt in particular, that it's obviously been a disappointing season. We'll see what that is. The reason I bring that up is as soon as you mention relationships uh, in recruiting, people focus on money, winning, facilities. All those things are extremely important. Yes,
Mhm.
we know
Mhm.
the football programs and the coaches of those programs that can walk into anybody's living room and immediately get attention because they are Georgia, Ohio State, whomever. But the relationships that are built through the recruiting process is not, I think, as valued or understood by a lot of people in media or the fan bases, that the importance built up through a couple years of communication and conversation between position coaches and recruits is vital. So it
Yep.
is, you need to know your business if you're running a business or organization, but you also need to know how to deal with people.
Absolutely, Mark. And um, to know that the people of the last regime kind of shunned away. And another thing, Mark, as far as tying back to our past and connecting with our former Miami Hurricanes. And of course, I know a lot of people are very against how the U was built and how we were very in your face and unapologetic about being ourselves and exuding and showing personality. And it showed with the way that we would hire people is that they had that kind of mindset, like, oh, we don't want to, no, we don't want to. It's okay, Warren Sapp. No, no, we don't want you around. Ray Lewis, you could come do a speech, but we don't really want you around. We'll let Michael Irvin come in. We'll let. I mean, Highsmith wasn't even allowed on the sideline for years. Just years and stories about our Miami Hurricanes former players who helped build this program, not even being allowed to come back and help at the athletic department and just be there, lift the weights with the players, working out with the players, just talking to them. They didn't want them around them whatsoever. So just having that kind of change and the mindset and kind of rebuilding and shaking hands with folks who haven't been allowed on campus in a long time is very important because it was only slowly starting to get better with Mark Richt, where he built what was called the U Network, where a lot of these players could come back and obtain their degrees because back then a lot of players were so elite from Miami, they left after 3 seasons, because that was the rule. You're only 3 years removed from high school, you can go because you're going to be the 18th overall pick, the 50th overall pick, the 12th overall pick. Go make your money. So now he built what was called the U Networks, where they can come back and you had older players in their 50s and 60s coming back and obtaining degrees and being able to stand there and shake hands with the president of the school. So he really built a nice camaraderie back to what Miami was. And then Coach Diaz and Blake James start to kind of cut that back away slowly but surely. So expect for a lot of that stuff to be rebuilt under the new regime. Of course, starting with um, Alonzo Highsmith. And in my opinion, I think the new named athletic director will be Gino Torretta. And I think you're going to have Gino Torretta and Alonzo Highsmith working together to rebuild athletics at the University of Miami.
If you can get the combination of having that legacy name and background,
Mm-hmm.
but not be blinded to that person's deficiencies just because you want to get a name in the door or get somebody that's got a connection, but be able to say, okay, unbiasedly, we can review this person's resume, interview them, look at their qualifications, and they are all of this. Plus, we get the extra added bonus that they are passionate about this school, this program, because they lived it, they breathed it, they were here, they are here, they want to be here. And it's not just another job. Like, I want a job just because I want to make money and continue my career, but it's okay, this is a destination because this is what I've lived in the past, and I put in the blood, sweat, and tears in this program to help make it what it is now or what it's been in the past.
I agree. I agree. And having to build a program on that is great. I mean, you all know we're probably going to get into who you want at head coach. So you all know who my number one is Mario, and yes, Mario is on a great run over at Oregon, and plenty of people think it's very stupid for him to leave there with all the money there, all the Nike money there, and we're not going to win a bidding war with Oregon and their facilities and uniforms and all that kind of stuff. I tell you what, man, one thing about coming home, it is one of the most important things to people. It's just that simple. And when you have that opportunity present itself, especially with the changes we're making in administration and being serious about athletics and more specifically football, then I could see it being a good conversation. But again, don't just give this job to Mario. Make sure we interview the people and we cross-examine what is going to be right for the University of Miami. There's names like Lane Kiffin in there. There's names like uh, um, Chadwell out of Coastal Carolina, a young up and coming coach that has very innovative offensive approach, things of that nature. So I mean, interview the people, Tom Herman, and interview these people. And like I've said for the longest, everyone's going to have a different plan. Everyone's going to have something different that they want to bring to the table. And you might be able to take one from this coach and add to this coach and add to the person. Like, hey man, Chadwell said something about this workout machine that you can order that costs this much. And Mario said, yeah, he learned this when he was at Bama, that he would love to add it. And Lane was able to give us this kind of insight about what they do in the SEC and how they were able to build assistant coaches and how they have $2 million set aside for just people who want to review film and who want to bring help us with notes and things like that. Being able to sit down and bring all of that together, plus pick a head coach who's willing to add those things to your formula while you're trying to help build a program, because that's what we're trying to build. You want to build a $1 billion program, a corporation from the ground up. And it's just that simple.